Hi, this is Libin, Chacko, Kurian from Stad Media Group. We are joining here from Air Cargo Africa 2023, happening here in Johannesburg, South Africa. Joining me right now is Ashish Asaf. He's a CEO of SA Group, which is one of India's leading neutral wholesale freight forwarding company, and it's based in Delhi. Thank you so much, Ashish, for joining us today.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
To give us a perspective about the Indian market, okay, you have more aircraft coming into the Indian market through Air India or CASA, for example. You also have the government setting up the target of 10 million tons, and you are in this market of free forwarding business. How do you perceive this, the demand and supply growing in this market?
India is among the fastest growing economies in the world, and the Ministry of Civil Aviation is working heavily investing on airports. So the vision is clear. There's a lot of demand, there's a lot of supply happening. The world is looking towards India as the next export manufacturing hub. And of course, when there's so much going on, the government is working towards the infrastructure in the country, new roads being laid out every day. There's a new lane which will soon be open between Delhi. It will connect Pan-India to Mumbai and other main cities. The government is working hard. Projection is pretty realistic when they're investing so much on the infrastructure when it comes to logistics, when it comes to civil aviation. I really appreciate the way Ministry of Civil Aviation is drafting and working towards making the air cargo policy much better for agents like us to survive and work in the Indian market. And because of the fact that there's so much demand for export from India, it makes all the sense because a lot of those shipments are also sensitive in nature, also valuable in nature. And what better mode to carry them other than air freight? And there's a lot of demand globally for Indian goods, and everything's moving fast. And that's the reason the government of India realized the potential. And that's the reason, airlines like Air India is ordering so many aircrafts. Akasa is coming up because there's a surge of not only growth of cargo in the Indian industry, but also the passengers. That's also phenomenal. I mean, Indians are in few of the countries. There's been a study that they're the leading tourists visiting their respective countries. So I would say that what better market other than India to invest into aircrafts and, because our air cargo policy is also quite flexible that way. Our routes are opening up. I'm quite positive with that move, and I'm sure, the government target will be met in coming years.
Certainly the market demand is huge and the growth potential is also huge, and you are an important player in this market because of the volume you handle and the kind of relationship you have with the airlines. For example, can you give our audience a clear idea about how you're positioned in this market, this huge growing market, and what makes you special?
You mentioned we are India's leading neutral wholesale freight forwarding company. By this we mean that we only work with freight forwarders, custom brokers, courier companies and food manufacturing units. We don't work directly with exporters or shippers, which gives the comfort to freight forwarders to trust us to deal with us because they know for a fact that we will not go back to their customers since we don't have a policy to deal with direct shippers. So that makes us very, very special for the Indian markets. As the economy is growing, there are budding entrepreneurs who are coming in this market, opening up their own freight forwarding company. And our company provides platform to these smaller players to come up and have equal competitive advantage as at par with other big forwarding companies who are into air freight in India. So we empower them. We help them with our competitive pricing, which is there because of our volumes, and they know that they can trust us. And in these 23 years of existence, we have built a name in the market. Our company is known for our ethics and values. We have always been our forwarders, our supporters, our customers, and we have always done things to empower them, and we give them equal advantage in terms of pricing, in terms of our custom broking services to bring them at par with other bigger freight forwarding companies. Also, we have stock of almost all the carriers flying out of India. We have pan-India presence, which gives them platform to actually sell to direct exporters pan-India. And so far, we are blessed to have some amazing sub-agents, customers, clients working with us for so many years. With the trust they have, we have ensured that we don't go back and sell it to their customers directly. And we are proud of this marketing strategy, and we've been growing substantially well in this industry, and we are very, very satisfied, and we are well placed that way.
That's interesting. Can you take me through some of your expertise in your company? For example, in your website, I could see the kind of the shipments that you handle. For example, the dangerous goods or the pharma, the perishables that you mentioned earlier. Can you give me an idea about your expertise?
So I'm blessed to have some amazing people working for our organization. We are about 180 plus strong working within this organization. We do quite a lot of perishable. We work closely with the food manufacturing units because that's the only segment we work directly, because it's a very complicated process, and you can't because perishable is a very sensitive shipments, and you need to reply to the customers faster. So that's the reason we work in this segment directly. Other than that, yes, of course, our forwarders, our supporters have various requirements, including DG. We handle that for them. You need to have a diversified portfolio in order to serve your customers. That's the reason we do quite a bit of pharmaceutical as well. We do dangerous goods as well for them. If there are pets to be moved, we cater to them that as well. We have moved arms and ammunition. I mean, whatever is legally permissible, which to be flown by in terms of air freight mode, we do all that for our customers. You need to be diversified in order to empower your customers. So we have a very, very diversified portfolio when it comes to services to be given to our customers.
Can you also give me an idea about your geographical reach? You already said you have a pan-India presence, but where you move your goods, for example, where are they going, where coming from, for example?
We are operating out of 9 locations in India. All the major airports are covered in our organization. Our number one lane is US, followed by Europe, then Middle East, and we pretty much move cargo globally all over the world. And the next big market we're looking at is South America and Africa. That's the reason I'm here for Air Cargo Africa. And I look forward to get more business and develop more business into this region.
And you already mentioned that we are in Cargo Africa, and that brings to. Can you a little bit talk more about the African market, since we are here at Cargo Africa 2023? What brings you here, really?
I've got some amazing partners here in Africa, and we've been getting some amazing support. And I always, it will be a value add for me to be here so that I can also empower them and interact with their customers and listen to their requirements and needs real time. That's necessary, and that further confirms my position that we are looking at Africa at a very serious level, a serious notion. And I see there's a lot of potential between India and Africa, and I want to be a part of it.
Can you also give me an idea about what are the new trends or the changes that you observe in the market, both in terms of your clients and the government? On the other side, you have the airlines, for example. You deal with them. So very closely work with all these companies on both sides.
All the airlines we have worked with, we share excellent, wonderful relations. They have always been very cordial and professional with us, extremely supporting. One of the biggest changes what I've been noticing is that and which is very, very promising, and it is the digitization process. Quite a few carriers have already come on board. The pricing is available online. We are directly connected to them, and quite a few major players are looking at digitizing their process as well, which will actually reduce the timing in terms of the pricing which we get from the airline. And I think that's where the future is, and it's all about speed. And the faster rates we get in these online platforms, it'll be great for us. So that's the major change, and what I'm looking at, most of the airlines are working towards, and I really appreciate them for that.
How SA Group is adjusted to
We have developed our in-house ERP system, which has capabilities to connect directly with the airlines, with our partners, which will be launched from 1st of April. We have always been a technology-driven company, and I really believe in this line that eventually technology is something we need to empower, especially during lockdown when we were all locked in our houses. But then what saved us is the technology. We were all empowered. We could do our things online sitting at home. So that further strengthens faith in our industry in terms of technology. And I've got an internal IT team working towards improving our current technology, and hopefully with this new version which we will be coming out with on 1st of April should further enhance, empower our relationship, our response timing with our, not only with the airline, with our customers as well.
What I can expect more from SA Group in the very near future? Maybe when we will next meet, for example, what I can expect from you?
Hopefully we will be, so far we have always been a very north-centric company. We've got a strong presence in North India, and eventually we intend to expand in southern India, and we've been doing it. We've been empowering our branches, hiring more people, improving our infrastructure all over the country. So most probably that's what I'm looking forward to, further grow the company and pretty much be one of the top players pan-India as well.
Thank you so much for joining us, Ashish.
Thank you so much for the time. It was lovely talking to you. All the best. Thanks a lot. Thank you.